A teenager writes a detailed plan for a crime, 18 pages, and no one takes it seriously. But just months later, that plan becomes reality. This is the story of Kemi Adeyoola, a 17-year-old girl from London, whose life took a disturbing turn. On the surface, she had everything. A wealthy family, opportunities, a future. But behind that, things were different. As a teenager, she began getting into trouble. Theft, repeated offenses, eventually leading to time in a youth detention center. And that's where something happened that would later shock investigators. She wrote a document, 18 pages long. Inside, it was a detailed plan. How to choose a victim, how to enter a home, how to avoid suspicion. At the time, it was seen as nothing more than a fantasy. Just writing, nothing serious. But it wasn't. After her release, Kemi returned to normal life. At least that's how it seemed. But the plan was already there. Thought through, prepared. And then one day she acted. On March 19, 2005, she went to the home of her former neighbor, an elderly woman. What followed was a tragedy that shocked the local community. The victim was later found by her husband. When he returned home, at first investigators had very little to go on, but one small detail changed everything. A trace found at the scene did not belong to the victim. That single clue led them to Kemi. As the evidence came together, the truth became clear. The document she had written was not just fiction. It was a plan. The case drew significant attention. Many were especially struck by the reaction of her own family. Her father publicly distanced himself, saying he could not accept what had happened. In 2006, she was convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment, with a minimum term. A story that began as words on paper ended in real consequences. And it leaves one unsettling question. If someone had taken those pages seriously, could this have been prevented? Let me know what you think in the comments.